Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So if you missed the first video on the Gel Mini Salon, I'm going to leave it up here in the eye, but we're going to use that kit again today. And we're going to do 5 super simple, you can do this nail designs using these colors. Now, everything that I'm going to be using is from this kit with the exception of one product that I'm adding. I'm adding the Modelones white gel polish. That's the only thing I'm adding into this mix. Everything else comes with this kit. So we're going to do a candy cane for the first little nail design. Again, this is so subjective. You can do candy canes in a million different ways. This is just what I was feeling in the moment. A little diagonal. I don't want to say thin, but they're not thick stripes. They're medium-sized stripes. I don't know. I mean, candy canes are candy canes. They come in a menagerie of styles, varieties, colors, flavors. So you make your candy cane however you want to do it, but this is what I'm going to do for this first nail. Are you guys like purists when it comes to candy canes? Are you like the straight peppermint candy cane people, or do you like those flavored candy canes? And I know there are some weird ones out there. I haven't tried the weird ones, but I can tell you that I do love, there's a cookies and cream or mint cookies and cream. Something with Hershey's. Mint chocolate, that was it. There's a mint chocolate candy cane that I'm literally obsessed with. By far my favorite. I like the sweet ones too, like the ones from Sweet Tarts or Starburst, Skittles, some fruity candy thing. Those are like elite. But I'm not opposed to like a straight peppermint candy cane sometimes. Mixed in with some hot cocoa, that is good. You'll have to tell me down below your candy cane preference, or let me know if you're like anti-candy cane. This is not going to be like a candy corn conversation because that was very political, but I feel like candy canes are a little safer to talk about, so let's talk about it down in the comments section. I'm going to just get these stripes on this nail real quick. I'll throw it in the lamp for 30 seconds, so we're going to move on to the second nail design. I do want to talk about the nail designs, but before I do that, could we just talk about how well this white goes over the red? And the red is beautifully pigmented. I did 2 coats. It probably didn't need 2 coats. Like one was probably fine, but I'm a 2-coat girl anyway. But the white, I mean, the Modelones white, don't sleep on it because that white is covering this red absolutely perfectly. I've never done this before with Modelones white, and I'm glad I did because now I can confidently say if you don't have the Modelones white gel polish and you're looking for a good white gel polish for your collection, don't sleep on the Modelones. You might want to run and grab it. Okay, so the designs. I tried to coordinate every one of these designs so that they can be used together in a mix and match mani situation. They all coordinate, they all match, kind of, sort of. They have the same colors involved, but you can use 1 or 2 or 3 or as many as you want as an accent nail. So the possibilities are pretty endless. You're going to have to let me know down below which one of the 5 is your fave and how you would style this on your own manicure, if you would use them all or just 1 or 2 or however many. So that one's cooking, and while that's cooking, we're going to get in with the second nail design. So for this nail, what I decided I wanted to do was kind of like a little border of Christmas swirl. I don't know what to call this, but you're going to see the vision come together. So I'm taking the red from the Gel Mini Salon and the Modelones white. The base is green. I believe it's called Tremendous, which I got such a kick out of. I know. The little things make me happy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the white and a dotting tool. I'm going to go around the entire perimeter of this nail with the white, spaced out so I have enough room to fill in that space with the red here in a minute. And I'm not curing anything yet. We're not going to cure until the very end, and I'll tell you why here in a sec. So once I have that border of the white dots done, I'm going to clean off my dotting tool. I'm just going to use a paper towel. You can use a lint-free wipe or some rubbing alcohol, whatever you feel like using. And now I'm going to go in between each one of those white dots and put a red dot. Then, I'm still not curing. Then when I'm done with the placement of all the red dots, I'm going to grab a liner brush and very gently drag around the perimeter, and it's going to create like, it almost looks like hearts, which were so cute, but like Christmassy in a way. You'll see it all come together. So very light pressure, very thin brush, and just drag around the perimeter, down one side, across the free edge, and then back up the other side. And it just makes this sweet little border across the entire nail. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this feels like it's missing something. And it might be. If you are content with leaving it like this with just a border, you totally can. I decided I wanted to put a little snowflake in the center of it. So this is kind of like a bonus design. Snowflakes are super easy. Make 5 dots in a row. Make a few dots on either side of that line. Make 1 dot in the center of each quadrant. Take a brush, connect the dots. That's literally as simple as a snowflake is. Once I have the snowflake done, I'm going to go ahead and cure, and we're going to get on to nail design number 3.5. Nail design number 3. So nail design number 3, I think, is my personal favorite. We're going to do some holly. And you don't need to be an artist for this. There's no like line work involved. This is very non-dominant hand friendly if you're doing this on your dominant hand. You can see that I am mixing that green with a little bit of that white. I want to make a few different colors to give this some texture and dimension. I'm going to start with the deep green though. I'm going to make 2 little lines in the corner of the nail. These are essentially going to be my stems, just where I'm going to put the holly. And then I'm going to take the brush and that polish, and I'm just going to go down each side of those stems and make the little fluffy bristly things of the holly. That's literally it. That's it. Once I have like the green down where I want it, I'm going to go in with the green that I mixed together, and I'll add that in over top, not carrying anything yet. I'll go in with the medium green, and then I'll throw a little white in there just for a little highlight. Make it as fluffy as you want, as green as you want. They're your nails. Do what you want on your nails. Then I'm going to cure. After I cure, I'm going to add 3 little dots of red to be the little holly berries, and that is literally it. Off camera, I did go ahead and add a second little group of holly to the bottom, but totally up to you. You can do whatever you want. You can make a whole nail out of this if you really wanted to. Make it a background, do some stamping over it. So that is holly. That's how easy it is. Let's get in with design number 4. So for design number 4, I've got a base of white. Again, I'm going to do a present-esque type look with a little bit of a bow. And this one, again, super duper easy, super duper quick. I love a long liner brush for this. I feel like it just makes the lines easy, but here is the key for me. Load that brush up, keep the product thin on the brush, get your line centered where you want it, and just go. Just go, just drag it down. Don't hesitate, be confident. I feel like that movie, what is that movie? The Never-Ending Story? Just be confident. Be confident. And then I cured that line. Then I'm going to go in and do the same thing, but horizontally, so it looks like a ribbon on a Christmas present. Then I'm going to cure that too, because I don't want to mess anything up. Lines are a pain in the ass. I don't want to screw any of this up, so I'm curing as I go. Once you have that line done, cure it for 30 seconds, and then we're going to do the bow. This is going to be a super easy bow, nothing complicated. I'm really just doing like 2 little bunny ears, 1 in each of those top quadrants, if you will. I like to do the sides of it first and then loop it around because I feel like doing circles with a brush is just, it's not for me. So I get the sides situated and then I kind of connect the sides up on top like a little bunny ear. I'll do that on the other side. And then I'm going to do the tails of the bow, which is super easy. A little squiggle down either side and bing, bing, boom, you got a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that when it's all done, and then we'll do the 5th and final nail design. So the last design we're going to do is kind of similar to the candy cane. It's a candy cane swirl. This one I see the most people struggle with, so we're going to do it together. I like to put a dot in the center of the nail. That way I know where each point has to land. And I'm going to draw the first little section of swirl just like this, like a little shark fin kind of sort of. I'm going to fill that whole thing in. Now for me, and again, this is all subjective, swirls don't have to be perfect. Matter of fact, they probably shouldn't be. But I am a little obsessive when it comes to these kind of things. Y'all know, if you've been around for a minute, you know how I be. I need to get it the way I want it. It has to be. So I think for me, it's important to have the swirls all swooping in the same direction, which can get complicated when you're going around the other side of the nail. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to get these swoops. I'm going to do 4, kind of 1 in each quadrant of the nail. Map it out in your mind if you need to. I'm going to do the second one now, swooping down. They're all going to swoop the same way. Once I have all 4 done, I'm going to cure. And then we're going to add a couple of thin lines. Well, 1 thin line in between each swirl. And it'll give it a like peppermint, swirly, candy cane-ish type design. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. I'll get the whole thing together. I'll get them installed. And you can see what all these designs look together like on the hand. So here is what all 5 nail designs look like all together. So as you can see, you can totally mix and match these, use all of them for a set. As you can see right here, I couldn't wait to get them on my nails. These are precious and adorable, and they all go so well together, but could be an accent nail if you don't want to do a whole Christmas beat. Anyways, thank you so much to Modelones for continuing to support my channel and sponsoring content. Thank you guys for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.